I'm going to give you some questions to help you think about how you can create your version of your best life. So if you can intentionally create a life, the life that you wish you had, and instead of, what we often do is just live the life that we kind of fall into, habits that we fall into, rather than creating that life that we really want. Then once you've figured out what that life is that you want and then started to make those changes, then what you can do is redesign your home to help support you in making those changes and having that life that you really want. So this video is about how to create your intentional eco home life, so I'll give you some thoughts about how to do that as well. And I'm also going to give you some examples of some changes that some of my clients have made because of what they want to change in their life. So my name's Jane, I'm an eco home architect, and I help my clients to have a home that supports them in living their version of their best life, and a home that makes their heart sing. So what you need to think about first of all is, how can your life be better? What could you do to make your life better? What would you change to feel happier on a daily basis? Doesn't have to be huge radical changes, it can be small tweaks. What can you eliminate? What things really annoy you or frustrate you or just make you feel like weary and bored? And what could you add? What extra things, what could you bring into your life that gives you that bit more happiness, excitement, joy? And then when you're thinking about eco living, what tweaks could you make to live more lightly on the planet? It could be something like relatively small, like, I'm not going to use tumble dryer anymore, we're going to hang line dry all our clothes. It could be, I'm going to compost more. Could be that you're not going to have the heating on as often, so you're going to look at alternative ways to stay warm in the winter. Obviously not in the summer, you don't need to do that, but so these like little tweaks and things could be that you're gonna make more eco choices when it comes to transport and how you get around, and what do you need in your home to support you in doing that. So these are ways that you can consider what changes you want to make to your life, and then start to look at, well, what do I need my home to have, or how do I need my home to be different in order to help me make that change, help me live that life that I really want to live. And so some typical changes that clients of mine have made are where they've really felt a bit disconnected from their friends and their family, and what they've wanted is more time together at home. And so when you have a lot of homes where you have very sort of rooms that are very separate, compartmentalized rooms, where in this room we do this thing, and in this other room we do this other thing, and so one couple that I was speaking with, that I'm currently working with, and he really loves cooking, and she, while he's doing the cooking, she really likes to read the newspaper. So she goes off to another space to do that because the kitchen isn't big enough really, there isn't a comfortable place. And then once they've eaten, he likes to go and sit somewhere soft and read and play his guitar, and she likes to sit at the table and do stuff at the table. And so they don't have a room where they can have both, some soft seating and some some seating at a table and space, you know, near the where he can cook and they can be sociable together all at the same time. And so this is where, you know, for a lot of people, that open plan kitchen, dining, lounge type space really comes into its own, because it really helps with that feeling connection, being together as a family. Everybody's can be in the same space, doing their own thing, but being there for each other, being able to have a bit of a chat, talk to each other, and just feel each other's presence at the same time, rather than being off separate in different rooms. So that's a very very typical approach that a lot of my clients take, that they want that. And it also helps with helping children with their homework and things like that as well. So with bigger family, so with couples as well as, you know, the wider family as well. Another big change that's happened more and more, especially over the last year, is people choosing to work from home, or having to work from home more often, but now thinking, yes, this is going to be a longer term thing and we want to continue with this situation. And so that having a space that is defined so that you can create healthy boundaries between where you work and where you know, your home life, so that you can have a work-life balance, is important. And I have a masterclass on how to up-level your home office, so if you're interested in that, I can drop the link below. Just comment home office and I'll give you the link for that. But the changes that you can make, so this is where you're creating your intentional life, is the L part of my Eagle method. The L is listen to your heart, and that is, you know, what is it that you really want your life? How do you want your life to be? Listen to what makes your heart sing, and that's what I do with my clients. I help them have homes that make their heart sing, and this is what it's all about to me, is looking at how you really want to live and how we can design your home so that it supports you in living that way. One of my clients commented that she thought this L bit was probably a bit, you know, bit hippie, not really for her, probably not that useful. And then once she'd gone through that section, she said to me, you know what, that was the most useful thing that we've done in this process, because it's really given us a completely different perspective and a completely different way of looking at the redesign of our home. And we know that it's actually really helped us to figure out what we really want. So if you would like to see more of the Eagle method, learn, you know, get some more tasters of the different exercises in the different sections, then there is a link where you can, in the description, where you can get the free Design Your Home Vision checklist, and that includes, it's more of a little workbook, but it's a checklist with a couple of exercises from each of the Eagle method process, which is the process that I take my clients through so that they can create a vision for their home and their life, and then that is the basis of the redesign of their home. So if you're interested in that, download that from the link in the description box. And as a little starting point, the questions that I asked at the beginning of this, get a piece of paper, journal it out, so have a think about those questions, and so how would you like your life to look, and what changes do you need to make to your home to help you in making those changes to your life. I hope this has been interesting, I hope it's been helpful, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bye for now.